Hey, try to make this as brief as possible. Wasn't planning on doing a video today, but typically, I watch a good bit of YouTube and I try to just make videos to help people out with information. And there's a lot of YouTubers out there that really plan ahead. Uh, so what I got today, I did two Form 1s to, you know, build suppressors. I'm not going to go into how to build one necessarily. I'll just sort of talk to you about how my experience was, and I'm going to pop a couple rounds off, so y'all can hear them at the end. I'll try to keep this brief. So this is my my 223, my 22, right, caliber. This is a 100% titanium suppressor. It's coated with alumihide too. I think it's a coyote color or flat dark earth. That coating is absolutely unbelievable. You just spray it, clean your surface, spray it, and give it about a week to cure. And it's like Cerakote. You can see my engraving on it. It's absolutely awesome. But so I filed in December for that one, December 10th. Ooh, and got the form. Actually, the first one I did, with my serial number, I put in, or a model, I put in like a new name that's not on the list. Don't ever do that, because then you'll get put into the, I don't know, terrorist watch list or something. So I canceled that ID, that, I guess, stamp, and I just recreated another one and just used a generic one that was already in there, and it was the model number, was NA, not applicable, right? And I did that on both of these. I found December. I got my fingerprints back to them by December 20th, and it took me 6 months, almost 7 months, to get this suppressor back. And they're typically saying 30 to 60 days. I got hung up in an FBI background check, ended up having to get my congressman involved just because, they're not doing you a favor. It's your right. You do it the right way. You file the paperwork. You build one the right way. They should, I know they're busy right now, but I just don't think they're in a rush to issue Form 1s. So this is my 30 cal here. I actually have like a drip paint job. If you can see it, I was just messing around, man. I'm always doing something just kind of goofy, off key. This actually got more flush mounts if you look at the can on the sides. The tube on this one is actually, I can't remember the actual metal number, but it's a hot rolled steel. After building this titanium one, it does weigh less, but I'm actually, what I primarily bought this for is all my short 30 cal stuff. Like my son shoots a little bitty 308, like a 18-inch barrel 308, and I shoot sometimes I'll shoot like this 300 blackout, you'll see in a minute. And it's a short rifle, so I didn't care necessarily about weight as much as I do with my 22 stuff. And today I actually have my 22 long rifle with me. I got a gunsmith to thread it. The true reason I got these suppressors, really this one, I've got a big pig problem here in central Alabama, and I got into night hunting and got some night scopes, and had a really good time with that. And I was like, man, sometimes it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and say I'm 200, 300, 400 yards from a house. I'm legal hunting distance away, not aim near the house, of course, but I just always used to worry about what if they heard it, made them feel weird. So I was like, I just want a suppressor, just to actually be polite to my community. A lot of times, the government acts like, these things are death machines or something, and they in no way, shape, or form increase the performance of your rifle. They're safe for little kids' ears. I'll shoot today without earmuffs on. To me, it's kind of crazy that these are FFL items. But I'm trying to think of any other information about these that I wanted to go over. Okay, I'll just go over what the internals are. So, on the 22, there's baffles you slide in. I'm not going to go into how to drill this stuff, because I think YouTube's got some weird stuff about all that. But I'll just kind of go through it. I think I've got 8 baffles in this one. or everything's overboard. I usually go like, I drill bigger than a 22 by like 0.006, and the same as the 30 cal. This is like a 3/8 hole, because that's about where a 3/8 puts you, and this is like a 9/64 or something. But you know, I've read a ton about suppressors when I was going to build these, and a ton of good info out there. And everybody thinks the more spacer or the more baffles you put in there, the quieter, and that's not true. You can actually put so many spacers in there, essentially the gas and the bullet just travels through without, you know, causing turbulence. The more turbulence you can cause the gases, slower you slow them down, which means they're just swirling in there, the better you are. So like, this one's actually built a little more extreme inside than this one. This one's primarily, you can read on keyhole drilled. It's a way to increase turbulence, right? You have like a 2-inch expansion area, and then your baffles, and they're spaced out randomly. And I think this one actually staggers down, like, you know, like maybe 2 inches, 1 inch, 3/4, half, 3/8, something like that, all the way out. This one here inside, it's got a 2-inch expansion area. And I've got some mouse holes. You can also Google those on the inside. It's just a way to drill them to make more gas. And this one's got a mixture of keyhole, mouse, you know, those mouse holes, and they're staggered all which way. There's really no organization to how they're spaced out besides that initial expansion chamber. And so I was going to shoot my 22, but I actually set that I set that camera up on it. But you know, I thought it was a neat little project. Took me close to a year to finish up, and you're probably wondering about parts. You just got to get on the internet and try. I ain't going to reference a certain part, right? Probably get me kicked off YouTube or something. But you know, of course, I did like the milling, the drilling and stuff, and the painting. I actually made my own spacers. I bought an extremely small exhaust pipe, and I cut it. It's a real thick exhaust pipe. Cut it down into my spacers, and yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't want to go into internals too much because they might get flagged or something. But here, I'll throw this on the 300 blackout, and then I'm going to mess with my camera to get that 22 out. But of course, you got your threaded side, and you got your business side, I'd say. And I do use crush washers on these. I mean, it's gonna make it definitely a little more probably secure, you know, when and you could buy quick disconnects, but I'm not worried about all that. But like I said, I originally bought these for hunting pigs. I got some fog. It is a humid day in Alabama today. Hope I don't look got no raindrops on camera. All right. It's a whole different topic. You know, they just came out with the pistols. You could shoulder them now, and now this one definitely fails the point system. So this would be what the ATF is saying is going to be an SBR. And if that's the case, I'm not that concerned about it. I'm just going to put a mag cool stock on it and have a tiny one. The whole reason I made it so short was when I'm hunting with it, you put an 8.5 inch suppressor on it. You know, a short barrel's nice. So we'll go ahead and shoot it. I'm adjusting the camera, apologize. You think I'd have it all together? Make sure you can still see me. So this is the one the gunsmith did. I've got a little thread protector here. I bought this rifle when I was like 18 years old for 80 bucks at Walmart. It's a Savage 64. And I think I've cleaned it 2 times. I just cleaned it the other day. Never had any problems with it. And what I just shot was those rounds. That was a Hornady subsonic, I think 180 grain out of that 300. Had the, of course, I'm going to shoot subsonics out of this. They're just little CCIs. And we'll get to it. So you can hear, 22s they're ridiculous. You can hear a firing pin, that's about it. That 300 Blackout's got a lot of muzzle energy. It's, I don't know. I hadn't measured the pressure or the sound level on it, but it's pretty quiet. I'm pretty satisfied with it. But hope this video was